Hello, I'm Alex and this is Slothling Productions. Today we'll be playing some Raft and we're going to be getting the antenna set up and hopefully a few other items on the game. However, what we have to do right now is we need to go diving and kill the shark. But before we kill the shark, I want to make one very important upgrade before we get going. And I've put the copper back in there. I want to get... Oh, by the way, in between episodes, I've organized the chests a little bit just so that it's a little bit more organized and it's not such a mess. But the big upgrade I want to get is the metal spear. The reason the metal spear is a big upgrade, I'm just put that in as backup, is because you can now fight the shark multiple times on one spear, and it's a lot faster. I was thinking about doing the hook, but I don't have enough material for it. I had to choose either the spear or the hook, and we need to do some collecting to get enough copper for the antennas, but I think we need all of one copper, so it shouldn't be too bad. Now, one other thing that would be nice to fight the shark, if you can get it, and it requires, I believe, just a lot of plastic and a lot of goo, are flippers and oxygen tanks. They allow you to stay underwater longer and swim faster. So with the flippers, what's nice is when you try to chase the shark away and still hit him, you can swim a little bit faster so you can get a couple more hits in. And I can't seem to hit him, or the animation's not appearing, but whatever. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Oh, okay, so there's the one copper we need. And I do know we need some vine goo, so that's also right there. And I'm not gonna take the shark head again. It's kind of a waste of space, and honestly, you can mount them on the wall if you want, but I'm not. Ooh, I gotta go fair. I'm not gonna choose to, just because again that takes even more material than what we currently have. And once we start exploring a little bit and we have a good stockpile going, then maybe. But until that time, and until the boat gets a little bit bigger, we're just gonna leave it. Okay, so we got the goo. There's some clay down there, or that might be sand. I think this is sand, actually. Yeah, this is sand. I'm not opposed to the sand. We do need quite a bit of sand. Another thing I would like to build today would be the solar still. It ends up saving you a lot of. Let's just eat this so I can stay out here a little bit longer. It ends up saving you a lot of time on collecting planks. You just don't have to collect as much because it pretty much makes water passively instead of you actually having to collect planks. Okay, what else is there? Oh, more copper. This is what we're after. So again, the way you're going to find copper is on the side of rocks, same with metal. You're not going to find them on the sandy part of the floor, or of the ocean, but anywhere along the side of the rock you might find them. There's some scrap over there, but I'm not too interested in that. I mean, since the scrap's below me, sure, but I wasn't going out of my way for it. One thing we should also do, which is not a half bad idea, is to create a bird's nest. It might be another source of food that we can exploit. Pretty well, we're gonna go make a bird's nest, and then as long as we're away from the bird's nest, birds are just going to come and land, and then at some point we can hopefully run at them with the spear and get them. So at least with the metal spear, it should only be a one-shot. I don't know about the wood spear. I've never had them that early. But another reason you might want to do the spear over the hook. Now, the thing about the hook is when you go to collect floating trash just while your boat's moving along there, you can throw it out farther so you can collect more. It also speeds up the collection time underwater pretty substantially, but I just need to be able to fight the shark to get down here first. But soon we will end up getting that once we have the material for it. It's just a matter of waiting for all the material. No copper, but lots of metal. So let's see if we can get this before the shark comes back, because I imagine he's coming back real soon. And I need to go up for air again. And then we'll go down for those last little bits of metal, and then I think we'll get out of here. Then we'll go back to collecting, and or we'll see more metal, and I'll get greedy. That's the more likely answer now. Okay. Oh, we got more copper. We have more copper and more metal. That's just even better. I guess we're gonna leave those metal pieces behind. I don't have enough to collect it, so by the time we make enough to get back there, actually, yeah, no, we're just gonna leave it. It's not that important. I think we have almost a stack of metal anyways, so I don't think we're short on metal. And here's the other thing about just living off the shark sea. Like, I've been eating this pretty well non-stop. I mean, with whatever food the island gives. But at this point, like, we now have pretty well a full extra shark to consume. So that's like one of the benefits. As it's just when you're first starting off, it's a little hard to keep going with everything. But once things start to roll, it goes alright. So we collected a bunch of sand. We don't have enough for another. Oh, do we have enough for another furnace? Let me see if I can make some wet bricks here. Because if we can get another furnace, oh, here are the wet bricks. That means, yeah, we can build 6. So let me just lay these out. There we go. Alright, so when those are dry, we'll end up getting that. So that'll just end up speeding up the smelting process. It's not required, but if I have a big enough wood supply for it, then yeah, sure, we'll go for it. Alright, we'll just take off again, rotate the sail out, so we can get around the island. And let's go see if we can build some antennas. So we should have at least enough. Okay, no, that's not the shark, that's the island. We should have at least enough for a couple of them. They're right here. We need to build a couple circuit boards, which require a couple ingots. That's why I was smelting them down. So we have enough for 1. Okay. And we need bolts, so more smelting. Okay, why am I not moving? Let's get this going. Hey, oh. Don't pull out your notepad, please. And there we go, we're off. Alright. Well, I don't know if we're going backwards technically with the ship, but that's okay. It's not that important. Do I not have planks anymore? I do not. I'll be back in a couple of minutes when I have planks. Alright, and we're back. So I just spent the night and that little break grinding up or smelting down some copper and getting the required pieces for the antenna. So to make the antenna, we're going to need just a little bit of scrap here. And because I know... You know what? I'll just take an entire chunk. So now we have the first antenna. I want to grab this barrel real quick and this plank. So one thing you never want to do while... actually, I'll get to that after. So we're going to go upstairs and forget about that barrel though. We're going to come up here. And this is where your antenna is located. Or this is where your receiver is located, I'm sorry. So your antenna, I believe, needs to be at least 3 squares away. So I believe this should be far enough. However, this is going to need to be removed. Pretty sure we need to put this over a little bit more. I think 2 squares away is fine. I think it's 2, 2.5, something like that. So anyways, just count the tiles. And then whenever our... I just missed it. Oh well. It would help if there was planks in there. Whenever we can get the bolts, then we will get that done. Yeah, all we need to do is we need to smelt down this metal, and we will have the second one. What are we? We're thirsty. Good thing I have the water. And I'm hoping this might be the last time we use that water still. I'm really hoping that after that last part... Where is it? There we go. Let's go craft another antenna. After we're done the antennas, we can go and get the new water cell. So I believe that should be far enough. If it's not, we might need to put a small... Oh, and we need a battery to get this going. Oh, well, that's lovely. Shark, don't come by here. And you're still not done. But one thing I was going to do is we do have enough to make another furnace. So we need 6 nails, which I should have the correct amount for. We're going to make another furnace. Now, I don't know what this is going to actually do. Oh, okay, I did make it. I was like, did my stuff just disappear? I don't know what that's going to do to the wood pile. I mean, it's going to definitely shorten it. However, double the amount of production, I feel like that's a fair trade-off. Especially since I just spent the entire night collecting a bunch of logs. And I realize this is going to get really cramped. We're going to put you right beside it. Now, I don't believe... I think that should be the last one I need for the antenna, if I craft this into a bolt. There we go. Alright, let's see. Yeah, that should be crafted into a bolt. We can craft that into an antenna. And of course I messed it up because I still can't get it turned on because I don't have a battery. I completely forgot that you need a battery to get it going. You can't do solar in this game. That would be cool though. I'd kind of defeat the purpose of batteries, but maybe solar would just be super expensive. Just something to think about, but I think it'd be cool. Alright, hopefully that makes... What do I even need for the battery, actually? That's a better question, because I just put metal in there, and I don't think that's actually what will be required. Yeah, I just need that copper ingot to go down, and then we can see if we need to add an extension or not. And this was a complete mess up. I should have been cooking up glass for the water still. Or just miss half the planks there. That's also pretty cool. Still not done. You have water. You need more planks. Yeah, so that's one of the things that is kind of... You kind of need to manage it. Always make sure you have planks on you. Like even right now, I'm slowly running out, which is the main reason I'm kind of just looking for planks to get. You tend to go through a lot, and until you kind of get the net set up, which will probably be after we kind of start moving towards islands, you're just kind of gonna have to farm it. For now, though, hoping the copper is done. Perfect. There we go. Now I'm gonna put glass in both, fuel them, and now we can go make the battery and see if we need that extension. Come on, ladder. Let's get going. Too close. Okay, so we are going to need to extend... Yeah, they're all too close. So the easiest way to do this might be to just extend the one area back here out, but I will be back when I figure it out, and then I can show you. Alright, and we're back. So it's actually, you don't need it to be 2 blocks away, you need it to be 3 blocks away. Now I think you can get away with one of them being within 2 blocks, so you can put this one 2 away, but then all the rest you do need to put 3 away. Now it did look a little weird because I just had some pieces sticking out, so unfortunately I think this either goes over top the boat, or... No, it lines up perfectly. However, it'll be a little bit hard to access the bottom, but at least it doesn't look like crap. That's kind of important to me. I want it to at least look somewhat nice. We could also use some more shark meat if he wants to come down, but while that happened, we should have enough for the water still now, wherever it is. Being food. And there we go. So I'm now going to remove this. And I need a new place for the water still, because I don't like this path right here, so I'm thinking I put it... actually, you know what, maybe on the top. Yeah, why don't we go put it on the top? There's lots of room up here. Oh, no, we're not putting it on the top. That would be a mistake. Unless we had the water bottle, no. I'm going to put it here for now. It might get changed in another episode. But this is how the water still works. You just keep filling up the one half of the plastic tub there, and then it's going to provide clean water over in this part. So not only is it I'll cook a potato. Not only is it going to have a big reservoir for you, it's going to have multiple drinks of water in here. So it's very good. The other thing, if we could do it, not sure. We could try to go for the barbecue. The nails are going to be a piece of cake. The rope's going to be a piece of cake. We need 1 metal ingot. Which... Well, we need 1 more metal ingot. Yeah, sure. Why not? We'll go for it. Didn't mean to get the second one in there. Oh well. So... if you guys do want to start organizing your chests a little bit, this is what I usually do, is I'll put all the, this is all the stuff that I'll collect over just kind of fishing for it. Ooh, I have some extra planks there. And then usually in another chest, I start to sort out even more stuff to cook down. And then one other thing I'll do is have it so, like, if you have vines or seaweed, then it goes to vine gear. If you have sand, the next one down is glass. Metal, it gets a little bit bigger because usually you have quite a bit more of that. But, yeah, so if you have all your stuff that you collect from the sea in here, then you always know what's up here. And then anything else is down here. The only other suggestion I might make is usually I do one chest just full of planks, because you need them way more often than not. Alright, so this is the perfect time. See, so look, that's already done, and I'm pretty sure this is cups and cups of water. I think it's something like 4 or 5 cups. So, definitely worth the upgrade. And if we can get the barbecue, which should be right about now, then we will have food and storage, or at least the food upgrades done. Let's see, what else do we need for the barbecue? Just the rope, which of course I put away by mistake. There we go. And let's remove you. I don't need you whatsoever. And the nice part about the barbecue is, even though it's huge, if you want to put multiple things on it, like if I put the shark meat there, and I'll put a potato on either side, and then you fuel it, it cooks all 3 of them. So technically you could cook 3 shark meat. You could also cook You could also cook three uh, three potatoes. You could, if you go fishing, you can get like giant like catfish. You can't cook them on the little grill, so you have to eat them raw. However, with this, you'd be able to cook them. I see you, shark, and I'm hoping you're going to be dead after this. No. Well, that was unlucky. Alright, I almost forgot to show you guys how the receiver and antenna work. So you end up turning it on, and you try to start to follow towards the blue or green dots that appear. So as you can see, we're slowly getting towards it. We have 1,000, little over 1,000 meters to go, or 1,000 units. I'm not quite sure what they measured in. And then over here, you have, it's just a way to like select a destination. So later in the game, this is going to become more prevalent. But for now, we just kind of sail towards this dot and see what's there. It's either going to be part of the later game, or it's going to just be another island. Now, if it's just another island, it just means more resources, but this would allow you to sail directly to islands, kind of, or at least to somewhere where you can gather loot pretty easily. So it's a pretty big feature. It's quite nice to have on the boat. And the only last thing you have to watch out for is the battery. So batteries aren't rechargeable. You will just run out of them. And as you can see, just from leaving it on this short period of time, I've lost like 20%. So usually you just flick these on or off, and you just kind of hope you're sailing in the right direction. However, if you guys have liked this episode, please subscribe to my channel. It would help out a lot. That will be it for this episode. I'll see you in the next one.